Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're in Revelations, chapter 10. Let me turn to that real quick. And so yes, continue off of where we left off last week, which I believe it was talking about seals. Oh yeah, and the lions, or the horses with the lions' heads and everything. They're shooting fire to torture people and stuff. And now we're going to continue on chapter 10. And I hope you're all having a blessed month. 2020 is almost over. A really bad year for everybody. So hopefully just keep praying and stuff for next year to be a better year. And everything go well with the president and all that. And the coronavirus and everything. But just open up your Bible, or if you got a tablet or something, or just you can just listen. And I'm going to go ahead and start reading chapter 10, verse 1. And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud and a rainbow. A rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as it were the sun, and his feet as a pillars of fire. So he's seeing this other angel down. This is an interesting angel. This version of an angel is clothed with clouds, okay, so I think they wear kind of like robes up there, kind of like in Star Wars or whatever. And so just imagine that, but it's a cloud, and then he's got a rainbow on his head. So I imagine that kind of goes like this or whatever, because how rainbows go like that. And his face is super bright like the sun, and then his feet are like pillars of fire, so fire feet. Alright, verse 2. And he had in his hand a little book opened. So he's got a book, and he set his right foot upon the sea and his left foot on the earth. So basically he's got this book in his right hand. I think it said his right hand. And he's got one foot in the water and the other foot on earth. Doesn't mean he's 100 feet tall or something, but because you could stand on the beach or whatever. And he's got one foot on land, one foot on water. And verse 3 says, and cried with a loud voice as when a lion roars. So when he talks, it's like a lion roaring. And when he had cried, 7 thunders uttered their voices. And when the 7 thunders had uttered their voices, I was about to write. And I heard the voice from heaven saying unto me, seal up those things which the 7 thunders uttered, and write them not. This is what I was talking about earlier. So he's telling them, he said, write them not. So we don't know what they said, what they uttered, the 7 thunders. We don't know. He was going to write them down, and God's like, no, not this, because he leaves some things out, because we can't know everything. Alright, verse 5. And the angel which I saw stand upon the sea and upon the earth lifted up his hand to heaven, and sware by him that liveth forever and ever, who created heaven, talking about God, guys, and the things that therein are, and the earth, and the things that therein are, and the sea, and the things which are therein, that there should be time no longer. So no longer time. Basically saying the time stopped at this point. It's the end of the world, and we will live forever and ever and ever. It's almost like, in this sense, time just stops itself, and you'll never age or anything again. Alright. Verse 7. But in the days of the voice of the 7 angel, and he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophets. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again, and he said, go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went unto the angel, and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it, and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in the mouth sweet as honey. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good tasting, but it's going to be bitter in the stomach, or almost make them sick. So I don't know if you ever ate anything like that. It's really good, but it makes you sick. So that's what he's saying. All right, verse 11. All right, yeah, verse 10. My bad. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand, and I ate it up. That's kind of crazy that he's eating a book, but that's how it worked. And it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. So now he's going to be prophesied against all the nations, all the tongues. And tongues, when he's saying it like that, is the different languages. So Spanish, English, all that type of stuff. Yeah, and unto any kings or presidents or whatever. Because even in Britain and everything, I think they still consider, like Queen Elizabeth and stuff like that, or England. I'm not even sure what's the difference over there. I never really paid much attention to that stuff. But yeah, it's king and stuff like that, so he's still going to be into king. And then like we have the president, which is like a king, but we still have like governor, or the government and stuff like that. So it's all and mayors and stuff. But that was chapter 10. There was 11 verses there. Thursday we have 19 verses. And then next week we'll do 12 and 13, and then the week of Christmas we'll do chapter 14, and then on Thursday I'm going to read a little bit out of, I think it was Luke, talking about Jesus' birth and stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and follow along and share it with others, because their view matters as well. Anybody's does, just as well as yours, as long as people see this, especially this chapter, because in the times we're going through right now, it's closer than ever. So just be on the lookout for God, watch for him, because he's coming, and it's very soon, I believe. So just show other people, if you can, either these videos or just read it to them. Read like a chapter a day. That's what me and my family does, is we started in Matthew, the New Testament, because for us, it especially when you're younger, it makes a little bit more sense of nowadays. The Old Testament talks about before Jesus died on the cross and all that. So but we started in Matthew, and we read all the way through. We finished through Revelations. Now we're in Genesis. And once we come back to Matthew, we read the whole Bible. You read a chapter a night. Try that with your family or whatever. And you read a chapter every night. Sorry if you can hear that. It's my guinea pigs. You read a chapter every night with your family. Basically, have one read a verse, and then the next one read a verse, and go in order like that until you read all things and finish the Bible. When you're done, start over, because you're not always going to remember things, and sometimes God shows you something in the Bible that you may have completely forgot, but he shows you at this time because you need it at this time. So it's good just to read it over and over again. And it's a long book, so it's going to take you a while, but you're going to, as long as you pay attention and follow along and everything, and that's a good family thing to do. So let's try that, and just be on the lookout for God. Hope you guys all have a blessed month and a blessed week, and just keep praying for America and the world. See you guys on Thursday.